Is tithing linked to salvation? That's a deep question, and I got a deep answer. So stay tuned. Hey, I'm Renee, and one of our viewers wants to know, is tithing linked to salvation? Now, apparently, there are some preachers who are spreading a doctrine that says you must continue to pay tithes in order to maintain your salvation or risk losing it. Now, is this true? No, it's not. So we have to understand two concepts. We have to understand tithing and we have to understand salvation. Now, when it comes to tithing, tithing was part of the old covenant or the Mosaic law that ancient Israel was under. Now, with tithing, we have to understand that tithing was a system, a complex system of ceremonial rituals that often involved the sacrificing of animals such as goats, bulls, oxen, and lambs, and so forth and so on. And the purpose of shedding this animal blood was to help Israel cleanse itself of sin. This was the way they atoned for their sins. And for ancient Israel, sin was the equivalent of breaking any of the commandments of the Mosaic law or any of the commands of the old covenant. So every time they broke a command, that was a sin. And as a result, they had to perform this animal sacrifice and shed the blood of these animals. However, what they soon realized is that their salvation did not come through sacrificing animals. Their salvation did not come by way of animal blood. Their salvation did not come by way of this tithing system. So it didn't work. Okay? And this is why a new covenant had to be established. And under the new covenant, salvation comes by way of Jesus Christ, who shed his blood, and by God's grace. And the Bible tells us this in the following verses. Luke chapter 22, verse 20, John chapter 3, verse 17, Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 through 9. So what the Bible is teaching us, that there is nothing you can do by your own efforts, including so-called tithing, to earn, maintain, or lose your salvation. So in other words, Jesus Christ and God got you covered. Okay? So now let's recap. Is tithing linked to salvation? No. Your salvation is linked to two things and two things only: Jesus Christ and God's grace. So I hope that answered your question. If you want to learn more about tithing and take it to the next level, I encourage you to click the link below in the description box and get 3 free chapters of the Tithing Hoax. Tithing for you as a Christian is neither voluntary nor mandatory, because tithing is not a part of the new covenant or the New Testament.